Hi friends, how are you? Fine. Very good. So now we come to the last phase of Khushwant Singh's education. Began with village school, city school, university, and now it is going abroad. Now before that, let's go through the phrases, words and phrases which you should use in your everyday life. Okay. So here it is. Go abroad means go out of your country. I went abroad for my PhD. Okay? My brother went abroad for his higher education. Like that. Someday you will all go abroad for your higher education. Not necessarily. You can also have your education here. Okay. Would be upset means troubled in upset. So you have heard of upset stomach. When you eat too much now, then something that your stomach does not agree, then you want to go, you are good as an upset stomach. So upset mind also. Here what happens is, he said would be upset. He thought that his grandmother would be upset, but she was not, troubled. So when I heard that my friend committed suicide, I was upset. That did not happen. I just give you an example. When I heard that thousands of people died because of tsunami, I was upset. Not terribly upset I was, yes. Now you are going to could never tell. Here it means, tell here means could never predict. Means say what will happen in future. Prediction means that no. Soothsayers, they predict your life. Predict about your life. See? Astrologers, they predict about it. So could never tell. So there it means he could not say, because already she is very old, and he thought that he would be away for the next 5 years in a place. So that is where actually he went to the King's College at Cambridge. So he thought that I would be there when I come back, she won't be there. So that's what he thought, but that was not true. That did not happen anyhow. So could never tell means could never say about the future or something. I can never tell what will happen to you in future. There is a famous song, Que sera sera, what will be. So that is the thing. So what is going to happen in future, nobody can tell. And then next, not even sentimental means expressing emotions, sentiment, feelings. She was not even sentimental, she did not express any feelings. When I heard that my friends failed in the exam, I was not sentimental. Why should I become sentimental, isn't it? There's no point in myself becoming sentimental. Sentimental means expressing your feelings, your sentiments, feelings. Okay. Was lost in prayer means completely absorbed in prayer. Nothing else but prayer. Some sannyasis, they very often they become lost in meditation. Lost in meditation. When you see certain films, you are lost in that film. In the sense that you are fully absorbed in that film. Alright, telling the beats means, see here one meaning of telling, here is another. Telling the beats means saying prayers. Telling the beads of the rosary. She was always holding a rosary and she was praying. So telling the beads here means saying her prayers. My grandmother, I have seen very often my grandmother telling the beads with her rosary. That means praying. So, cherished the moist imprint. Cherished means keep in memory. Keep the memory of something alive which you like most. Cherish. We all cherish our adventures we all cherish the adventures of our childhood or younger days. We all keep See the climbing the tree, then stealing something from neighbourhood. Just for the sake of fun. Those things are we cherish when you become old or later in life. Cherish. So moist imprint means grandmother kissed her, then saliva. See, his forehead was wet with her saliva. So that is the moist imprint, and that he cherished. He did not wipe out, but he always remembered that. So, when my grandmother kissed me, then I cherished the moist imprint of that kiss. Yeah. I cherish the memories of my good old days. I cherish. I want to keep it alive. That's the thing. I want to keep it alive. This I cherish to do that. Clasp means hold it tightly, like clasping. So when I was about to fall, my friend clasped me on my neck. I don't know why. Happiest moments. No? The most enjoyable moments. The most enjoyable, my happiest moments are when I hear songs sung by our great Muhammad Rafi Sahib. So that's my happiest moments. I would like to listen to it. You have your own happiest moments, no? Yes. Frivolous lyrics, silly lyrics. It's not getting angry or anything like just come here, take this and that. Silly lyrics. My mother always, when I take my breakfast, my mother always, frivolous rebukes. With frivolous rebukes, you can say. So my mother used to make some frivolous rebukes. Means out of love it is. Not out of anger or anything. Frivolous, silly. Some teachers do that. Hey, so when are you doing that? I don't do this. No, sorry. Like, so that is not angry, frivolous, silly rebukes. Rebukes means angry words, but this is not actually anger. Understand? Yeah. Sometimes friends welcome you with frivolous rebukes. Friends welcome you. Oh, where are you? So that is frivolous rebukes. No? Oh, it's long days since I see you. What? Where are you? That is silly rebukes. Thumping means tuck, 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 tuck. The drum. Sagging skin means old and loose. If it is not tight, you can't hear the sound. Then, if the drum is tight, you will dum 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 like that. So sagging old drum. Dilapidated drum. Dilapidated means falling into pieces. This is usually used with buildings. Dilapidated building. Also with the human beings. He is a dilapidated gentleman. That means he is falling into pieces, getting finished. Understand? So dilapidated. Thumb the sagging skins. Right? I have seen many people thumbing the sagging skins of their drum when they go around begging. Some beggars sometimes do. And the dilapidated drum. The drum, or you can say the almara in my house is dilapidated. The building is dilapidated. That gentleman is dilapidated. There are drug addiction and all those things. Then persuade means compel her. My mother always persuaded me to study English. Yeah, that's why I am standing here. Now avoid overstraining. Avoid too much working. That is. So very often grandchildren or children or the grandchildren will advise grandparents to avoid overstraining when they work on the field. There are some grandparents, they work even at the age of 90. Then grandchildren or their own children, their own sons and daughters will say, oh, Papa, don't do like this, you will be overstraining yourself. So it may cause collapse of your health, see, like that, so overstraining. Alright, now again, go abroad, my brother went abroad. At that time I was a bit upset. I could never tell whether he would come back. I did not express any sentiments. I was not even sentimental. I was lost in the memories of our younger days. And after some time I saw my mother telling the beads. She cherished, my brother cherished the moist imprint of the kiss given by my mother. And she clasped me when he went. There is a lot of emotion. And the happiest moments of my mother is praying. when he spent the time in praying. My mother always makes flavorless rebukes when I sit at table with her, because sometimes I will make some mistake and all those things. That's right. And my father has the habit of thumping the sagging skin of a dilapidated drum. My children persuade me not to work too much, because that will be overstrain. Like that, you can make sentences. And then once you make sentences of your own, you can make use of these things in your day-to-day life. Okay. So, by the time we complete this lesson, you should be able to speak in a better way, write in a better way, and also in a very polished, should be able to use polished language. Because all these expressions by Khushwant Singh really, they are enriching your vocabulary and also your expression. The level of your expression. Okay, let's begin. When I decided to go abroad for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. Right? Because they had a bond of friendship. Although for some time it was snapped because both of them were living in separate rooms, but still he thought that, oh, when my grandmother hear that I will be going away, she will be upset. I will be away for 5 years. And at her age, one could never tell. So when I come back after 5 years from King's College, Cambridge, whether she would be alive or not, nobody can tell. I cannot predict. But my grandmother could. Why? Because grandmother was a deeply religious woman. And she was always praying. So most probably she got a message from God that you will live to see your grandson coming back from after his studies from abroad. That's it. She was not even sentimental. Because she was told there is no point in becoming sentimental because he is going to come back. After 5 years, she did not express any emotion. She came to leave me at the railway station, but did not talk or show any emotion. So she was there to say goodbye, but she did not talk to me. She did not show any emotion. No, not at all sentimental. Her lips moved in prayer. Her mind was lost in prayer. So that is the reason. She did not talk. She did not show any emotion. She was not sentimental. Why? Because she had such a trust in God that nothing will happen to my grandson Khushwant. He will come back after his studies. So, but his mind was lost in prayer. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary. So a chain with beads, this rosary. He was counting them. Counting that means, along with counting, simultaneously she was also praying. Silently she kissed my forehead when I left. I cherished the most important, as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us. So I thought that she kissed me. And then a bit of saliva will be left there. And he said, I thought that will be the last sign of physical contact between us. But it was not so. But that was not so. Why? Because he came back afterwards and still they were together. After 5 years I came back home and met by her at the railway station. That's the thing. So a deeply religious woman, God was with her. She did not look a day older. So she remained the same. Because she had a very, very systematic life. See? Praying, then feeding the sparrows. That was her happiest moments, as we can see. And then maybe not eating too much. Very often people become very old, because they eat too much. Parts of their body will be bulging out and so on. So she did not look a day older. She kept her health and physical appearance. She still had no time for words. And while she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting her prayers. That's the thing. So when he came, clasped him. Then at that time also she was praying, telling her beads. Even as the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with the sparrows, whom she fed longer and with frivolous rebukes. So first first day of my arrival. What is the importance? After 5 years he is coming back. First day. Then she did not break her routine. On the other hand, she went on with her routine, praying and feeding the sparrows with the 5 rabbits. She did not spend too much time with him, although she loved him. Right? Because her love for the sparrows now was greater than that, or she had that much of interest in this. That's what it says, praying. And now she loved flightless rabbits, silly rabbits. No? When the birds are here, some birds will come up. Go there, go and sit there, eat a bit more. You want one more? You are very clever. Don't try to influence me. So this kind of thing, this is flightless rabbits means. And then she did not, and in the evening a change came over her. And then what happened? She did not pray. So only that day she did not pray. All the other days she would be 24 hours praying. She collected the women of the neighbourhood, got an old drum and started to sing. So that is a change in her. So but the routine has changed slightly. The routine is praying, eating something, sitting at the spinning wheel, then sparrows, feeding the sparrows. Today it changed. She collected. For several hours, she thumbed the sagging skins of the dilapidated drum and sang of the homecoming of the warriors. Warriors, they went for defending the country, fighting a war, battles long ago. And then she was singing, there are many warrior songs about the adventures of warriors. So she was singing like that. And with the old drum, the old lady and the old drum. There's no new drum. And the skins of the was sagging and is thumping. A lot of old women were there. We had to persuade her, come here, stop to avoid overstrain. So she no prayer, no sparrow, no feeding the sparrows, not eating, not at the wheel, but then just to go on singing. So they said that, don't do this. Oh grandma, you will get tired and sometimes you will collapse. So please don't. So he persuaded them not to overstrain. That was the first time since I had known her that she did not pray. The only day there is some change taking place. He collected some old people, old women of the neighbourhood. They had an old drum and the skins of the drum were sagging, but she was thumping. They were all singing together, singing the subject was homecoming of warriors, and Khushwant Singh specially tells us that this is the only time, only since I had known her, so 20 years, so that she did not pray. All the other days she would pray. So what you find here is in this section is that you have got the going abroad, the leave taking and the cherished, the kissing, and then no sentiments, no emotions. He thought that something would happen, but nothing happened. After 5 years he was still there and she came there to welcome him back home. See, that is at the railway station. She clasped him, they went home, and then the happiest moments of her life. How do you know it was the happiest moments? Because he did not even give much time to, or did not skip feeding the sparrows because her grandson came. No, he came, it's okay. But more than this, she liked this, and then praying every time. There was a change in her. Instead of praying, she collected some women, old women nearby, and got an old drum. They were all singing of the homecoming of warriors. She was almost getting overstrained, and people in the household told her, stop, otherwise you will collapse. So this is how the narration goes. It's a beautiful story of description of a grandmother by Khushwant Singh. But remember, all the sentiments expressed are excellent, but what is for us important is you should be able to use these words, these expressions in your day-to-day life. Okay, I hope that you will be doing that. As I have made sentences, you can also make sentences. When you write your friend, you can say, oh my friend, I am going abroad for my higher studies. Or when you write your grandmother, you can say, oh grandmother, please avoid overstraining. Don't work too much. Or you can say, I have persuaded my friend to stop smoking. Or you can say, today I met a dilapidated man, a gentleman. Once upon a time he was a gentleman, but now he was dilapidated. Means falling into pieces, getting finished. Thumb the sagging, that is a simple thing. Now fabulous rebukes. See, if you have got a good relationship with your teacher, he will always be making fabulous rebukes. Oh, what are you doing? Shut up. Don't smile like this. So this is fabulous. Happiest moments, very simple. I have got many happiest moments in my life. So just told you, Vedana Mangeshkar singing, listening to that. Or Rafi Saab singing, or Kishore Kumar ji singing. What is the happiest moments in that kind of song? Yes, it's a clasped cherished. Cherished means keep alive memories. I cherish all the memories of my childhood. Yes, my friends and so on. Telling the beats, saying prayer. Was lost in their absorbed prayer. Many people sometimes in the class they will be lost in their lost in thinking about their meals, so the canteen and all. So they are lost in eating. Okay, not even sentimental, not showing up, could never tell, could never predict, would be upset. Very often we say, no, my stomach is upset, or my mind is upset. Or you say that today my mood is an upset mood. Sometimes it happens, an upset mood. So you can use that with many expressions and go abroad, etc. I hope you are following, you are enjoying my classes and you are following, in that case, you must definitely share this with your friends. But before we leave, okay, here, break the chain. Be brave and break the chain. Break the chain here and now. Focus for us to come together again. Alright, is that clear thing? Break the chain, be brave and break the chain here and now, focus for us to come together again. Bye, have a nice day. Take care of your health.